ready to head out here. There's my bike. There's AJ and his bike. He's coming out here. Wow.
There we go.
I made the mistake of lifting up AJ's bike, or rather trying to lift his bike up. Because he's loaded. He's got good kit, good stuff. Just got to put my helmet on and make like AJ and get ready to go.
Yep.
And then we hit the road. GPSs are activated and...
it's cloudy, but not raining.
Oh yeah.
And so far so good.
Okay. Alright, so we made it to the ferry terminal. There's my bike. Pardon the shaking camera. I still got the adrenaline from the last little hill there. Here's AJ.
Yes, the last little hill was a good one.
Did okay?
It was a good one. Okay, 20.8, even with the hill. 20.8 is our average speed.
That's not bad. Given our fully loaded bikes with 20 to 30 pounds of extra gear on them,
good.
That's okay.
Hey, good night, train is gonna carry me home. So good night, train is gonna carry.
Well, we found a dog watering station near the beside the restaurant area there. So we filled up our 2 6-liter bladders and then our water bottles. And AJ has 3 large water bottles. I filled up my 2 smaller ones. So we are not going to be wanting for water at Shingle Bay. If we run out of water, we've done something wrong. Right? We'd be literally pissing it away.
And that light made of silver, through my window it creeps, and the train keeps on rolling and just rocks me to sleep. So good night, yeah, good night.
We arrived at Shingle Bay about, let's say, half an hour ago, and it was raining. Luckily, the rain has slowed down a little bit now. But the first thing AJ did, the master woodchuck, the woodsman that he is that he set up a tarp. So it's not a perfect tarp yet. We will tweak it. But what it does is it gives us a dry area to get the rest of our campsite to sites. There's 2 of us, 2 sites. Gets the rest of us sorted out.
We have the Twizzlers out. We have the tarp up. And we're starting to get the tents put together, and we can do that under cover. So
And here's AJ's bike. So as you can see, for the most part, we're not de-kitted. We're still loaded. Okay.
still loaded.
It turns out the Shingle Bay has as much up and down, but it's the up, as I think Full Foot Harbor. The ferry is sneaky because you get out of the ferry and you go, oh, that was easy. And then you got more up. Once you get to the flat, you got more up. And then you go down the Shingle Bay Road. Actually, it's the Shingle Bay Road. And we immediately said to ourselves, yeah, no, we're not going to be able to power our bikes with all the extra water and everything else we carry. We're not going to power those bikes up that hill. Not by pedal power. So we unbiked, as it were, dismounted, and walked up this big fucking hill, dirt road. And then we got to the top, and then it was equally steep going down. And so I said, there's no way I'm going to ride my bike down that hill, because my rear wheel would have been sliding, my front wheel would have been sliding, and it would have been game over. It would have been down on the ground.
So good night. Hey, good night, train is gonna carry me home. So good night, hey, good night, train is gonna carry me home. So good night, yeah, good night, train is gonna carry me home. So good night, yeah, good night, train is gonna carry me home. I'm going 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 home.
Behind me is this little island. There we go, I'll just turn it here. It's in the mist now. There's a bunch of geese there. So we made it. We're all set up. Now we're about to have some din-din. It's around 6 o'clock in the evening. Tonight for dinner I'm having, remind you of a commercial? Anyway, I'm having pad thai with chicken. It's from Backpacker's Pantry. So it's actually quite a nice meal for setup. It comes with a separate package for peanuts that you sprinkle on top. It has a little peanut butter package you put in at the beginning, and then it's got some lime and sriracha both in their own little packages that you add in after the water's done its thing on the noodles. So I'm looking very forward to giving this a try. I'll let you know if I like it. I'm sure I will afterwards. AJ is having chicken blanket and egg noodles from a company called Happy Yak. We survived our first night camping. Relatively uneventful. The biggest event was hearing the foghorns from the ferries as they were passing by. AJ and I both retired around 10 o'clock last night. A little later than we thought we were going to be, but it was calm, it was quiet, and we just enjoyed chilling. Really liked my meal. I had that pad Thai chicken. Wonderful. I definitely am going to get more of that. That is a do-over. AJ also enjoyed his meal. He didn't seem as thrilled about it as I was about mine, but it was good. So this morning, I got up about 6:45. AJ got up about 8:15. It's calm, quiet, a little foggy. The fog is slowly starting to dissipate, and I'm looking over my shoulder. It's nearly gone.
There are a few sucker holes out there in the sky. Oh, actually, the fog has dissipated in the last few minutes, and it's nice and quiet.
Yeah.
There's no wind.
There's a pan around here.
Very calm.
You can see the sky. Look at this. You can see blue. You can see. I wouldn't call that a sucker hole anymore. That's the sky.
And we are just hanging out under our most excellent tarp.
See the tarp?
Looking for breakfast.
Tarp. AJ and I are about to go out on a wee adventure to Brownie Harbor, on our bikes. I'm going to guess it's about another 5-6 kilometer ride, so it should be pretty easy. There's going to be up and down. At Brownie Harbor, Port Brownie.
Yes.
Gonna have some burgers and beer, or whatever it is that we're eating. Yeah, beer. So there's the beer. There's the beer.
Here.
Yeah. Cheers, we made it. It
And
was
then we're going to do some hills.
hills. Again.
Hills. Again.
Because we had hills getting here,
Hills.
hills going back. Just
Yes.
how it works. Check out the tide, it's gone way out here. And you may have remembered there's water between this little island over there and the shore. And now there's not. The tide has gone way out. It's 5:30 right now, and the wind has picked up a little bit. But so has the sun picked up in the sense that it's come out. It's been out now for the last couple hours, 3 hours. I had a wee nap, enjoyed it. But once again, weather is partially cooperating, and it's going to be dinner time. We had a wonderful meal at the Port Browning pub. Very good meal. I had salmon burger. AJ had a regular burger. They were good. So. All right, tonight the dinner is going to be this: cheese enchilada ranchero. But what I did do is add some of this beef jerky to the mix. So I'll have meat in my Alpine Air cheese enchilada ranchero. And AJ said he's having some sort of sweet potato and chicken.
Sweet potato, chicken, and rice.
There it is. Sweet. Okay.
Is the plan.
Right on. What you see over here is more of a clouding over than a sun going down. The wind has picked up a little bit. We took the tarp down.
Just in case.
Just in case, because we were a little concerned. Is it good? Is that good? Okay. Oh, we have our own campsite here. The buck just showed up. Camping deer. AJ. Deer. AJ? Mm-hmm. No. Deer. This is it's playing.
There you go.
Come on.
We had rain last night, but I was okay. Apparently we have a magic tarp because we put the tarp away last night, but there was some wind and we thought, well, you know what, let's just be safe. And then when I got up this morning, the tarp was back up. Magic. Or it could have been AJ. But it did rain last night. It rained quite a bit. So, but there was no wind. My tent was dry. I think AJ's tent was dry. We had actually quite comfortable evening. So breakfast this morning is going to be oatmeal, apples and cinnamon oatmeal from Quaker. It's an oatmeal, a couple packages, and of course boiling water from the trusty jet boil. So there we are. That's going to be my breakfast. My bike's all rigged up and ready to go. In front we got jackets and pants and things like that, and my air mattress in the back. We got the tent on top, and below that food, clothes, miscellaneous. And then I got my pack, which handles the overload and what we used when we came up here by putting a 6-liter bladder of water in it. So yeah, it's the overflow mechanism there. Need a hand there?
Oh, we're good.
All right. AJ's rigging up the last of his kit.
Last remaining task.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. AJ's got 2 front saddlebags of panniers and 2 rears and 1 on top. So he is definitely has a bike that's rigged to travel. All right, so we made it to the ferry. The up was manageable. There was only a bit of by foot up at the very beginning because of the campground's very steep dirt road going in and of course steep going out. And then after that, grounded gear a few times and away we went. So we're at the ferry terminal, AJ and I, and grabbing a nice ramp dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot
Yeah,
dog.
sounds good.